So for those of you that aren't aware, um, Garm, which is an advertising syndicate, essentially,
Mhm.
that was in control of not roughly 90 cents of every dollar spent online. It was through Capitol Hill. What do you call them? Capitol Hill, like proceedings or whatever. They had to testify, and it was found out that they were basically saying, "Hey, don't advertise on Twitter. There are too many right wingers there. Don't advertise on the Daily Wire. They're right wing. Don't advertise
Right.
on Rumble. They're right wing." And through this investigation, they found several emails where the company had literally been caught saying, "Yeah, don't spend your money there because, Republicans bad, Orange Man bad, all this stuff." And so Elon Musk teamed up with Chris Pavlovsky, CEO of Rumble. I think it was was it like Monday? I think it was like
It wasn't
Monday.
that long ago. Yeah.
Yeah, they announced their lawsuit, and as of 46 minutes ago, the World Federation of Advertisers has decided to shut down Garm after Rumble and X filed suit against them. This via Business Insider. The advertising group, the World Federation of Advertisers, told its members on Thursday that it was discontinuing activities for its Global Alliance for Responsible Media initiative following an antitrust lawsuit filed by Elon Musk's X and Rumble against the company earlier in the week. Stephen Don't Really Care, the CEO of the World Federation of Advertisers, wrote in an email to his members, seen by Business Insider, that decision was not made lightly, but that Garm is a not-for-profit organization with limited resources. This is an epic win.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
just an absolutely epic win, because now black pillars will say, "Oh, they're just going to move over and do something else." Sure, they might. For people that don't understand the case, I see some people in chat saying, "I don't understand the case."
Right.
Here's how it works. There was a federation of ball washers who advised Fortune 500 companies and large advertising companies on where's the best place to spend your money. And of course, the best places to spend your money were always left-wing outlets. They were not Rumble, they were not X, they were not any place that supported free speech.
Mhm.
And then what happened is they got caught up in an investigation where emails were circulating where they were telling advertisers like Dunkin' Donuts, like the company behind Guinness, Aviation Gin. I think I don't want to misspeak, but it was some sort of rum. I think it was Crown Royal, all sorts of stuff like that. Hey, we're going to advise you on where to advertise, and it just so happened that they were always right-wing outlets or outlets that
Yeah.
support free speech. Once they had basically the smoking gun for this, X and Rumble both sued them, and it took about 24 hours, and they completely uh, dissolved the company. Now, I don't know. I don't know if
Yeah,
what
so
that means.
yeah, that's just crazy to me also how it's not even a smart business decision to tell these companies not to advertise with right-wing people because it's a bunch of the lefties and the wokies who are blue-haired, unemployed, they say be gay, do crime type people.
Yeah, yeah.
And wouldn't you think that marketing toward more conservative people who value work ethic and all of that, they would probably be better for them to market to, but they don't care about that.
Yeah,
These agencies don't care about that.
that's why that's because the logical reaction to that is like, why wouldn't you want to sell to people with jobs? But
Right?
like they don't care about the money. They care about the message. They care about not letting platforms like Rumble succeed, platforms like X succeed because they want because they're more concerned about, and look what happened to Rumble stock today. Oh, what a coinky dink.
Oh.
the dip yesterday is making 4% on their money right now.
Okay.
Like, I don't know if it's related. I don't really understand the market, but I also hope, by the way, just because they're dissolving Garm does not mean that this lawsuit doesn't go forward.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't mean, like, I assume this is like an attempt to try and say, like, oh, well, we're just dissolving it. Maybe they'll leave us alone. I hope that's not the case. I hope that
I
Elon,
want to see what else they've had hidden that we don't know. I want to see more exposed.
yeah, what probably happened is these companies that were getting revealed, like Dunkin' Donuts and like Guinness and all these other brands, they were getting massive backlash for being a part of. You see how judiciary community breaking the Global Alliance for Responsible Media is discontinuing, a big win for the First Amendment, big win for oversight. This is all because of the oversight committee revealing these informations. But I guess to finish what I was saying, what probably happened is Duncan was like, yo, yeah, our email communications are getting found during discovery, and now people are boycotting us. We're going to sue
Yep.
you. And Guinness probably is like, hey, now we're on the list. We're going to sue you. And so they were probably getting it from both sides. So they just had to fold. Now, that doesn't mean, I don't think that means they should stop this lawsuit. I think that they should continue to pile on. You can see the Global Alliance for Responsible Media is discontinuing after Elon Musk's asks filed an antitrust. Give Rumble some credit. They always skip Rumble in these mainstream media outlets, but Rumble
They
also
do.
joined in. Yeah, Rumble and Chris Pavlovsky went on Fox Business yesterday and talked about, he kind of revealed all this stuff to the normies. It's nuts. I think it's obviously a huge win for people that like free speech, people that aren't
Yeah.
dorks. I think Steven Crowder said, the power is that, the reason this is so powerful, Crowder tweeted, this is the power that you have when you don't kowtow to the woke mob, you win.
Mhm.
And Chris Pavlovsky is a legend with massive balls. I mean, yeah, this is like, look what's happening to Harley right now. Harley's getting
Right.
crushed by their riders because they're like, hey, we want to go woke. Going woke seems like a good idea for Harley. Let's do that. Which, again,
Makes no sense with their audience at all.
it makes no sense. But then you end up with a situation where none of this, when you're moving money around for these companies and whatnot, it's never about making money. It's about crushing free speech, or, it's about crushing conversation. It's about crushing competition. All these places, they want everyone to be quiet. They want
Yep.
everyone to, look at what happened where all the money went around to, when people who were speaking out against the jab. Now you have Garm is attempting to have the lawsuit thrown out because of standing. If they no longer exist, then Rumble and X have no standing to sue them. That might be what they're attempting to do, but I don't think that this is going to get thrown out. I think that this is going to move forward.
I hope so.
Yeah, and I hope that we find a full list of companies that no longer want our money.
Yeah.
Because it would be, it's very easy to boycott Dunkin' Donuts. It's very easy to boycott Guinness. It's very easy to boycott most of any of these companies. That's why this worked for Bud Light.
Yep.
People were like, oh, Bud Light, piss water. Yeah, I can just go get it. Like, even, I know you're not a big drinker, obviously, but
Right.
like, I'm not a beer guy, but like, let's say I'm a vodka guy. If Tito's got woke, there's 1,000 other vodkas I can get. It's
Mhm.
really not a big deal for me to switch. And so a lot of these woke companies found out the hard way that people were willing to, willing to change. And when you're Bud Light, when you're Harley, when you're Guinness, when you're whatever, people can just get something different. There's always
Mhm.
options, and that's what capitalism gives us.
Right. And I think it's just crazy that these types of agencies exist anyway. I mean, even look at the gaming sphere, how Sweet Baby Inc. started
Yeah.
up to, oh, we want to be consulted about how you should make your characters and DEI stuff and all that. These agencies pop up out of nowhere and make bank. And it's just wild to me because gaming companies, or in this case, these companies that are hiring for advertising and stuff, they already have marketing and PR teams. So why are they even hiring outside extra people and just wasting their money, especially when it's a bunch of woke people who care more about their ideologies, about inserting their ideologies into stuff. They don't care about the success of the company that they're being hired to work with. They care about punishing people they don't like with, oh, you can't have ad space here, or in the case of Sweet Baby Inc., punishing fans of stuff like, oh, we're going to uglify your characters because we want the message.
Right.
It's crazy.
That's all that's all they want. They care about the message. They don't care about making money. And they're willing to destroy. I mean, look how many companies tanked because of it. And Sweet Baby Inc. just keeps on consulting. They get an endless string of people. I mean, look at all the money that, Anita Sarkeesian made.
I know.
To destroy companies. Like they're like, oh, but a lot of this comes from once these companies are publicly traded. When they are publicly traded, there is all sorts of other external pressure from these globalist companies who are like, hey, we're not going to invest in you unless you have a DEI program.
Yeah.
We're not going to invest in you unless you have a sustainability program. We're not going to invest in you unless you have 17% trans people that work for you. Like, and that's how and then they install a board of directors who hires a woke CEO. And then before you know it, the company doesn't give a damn at all about making money anymore and only cares about pushing the message. So rip Garm, rest in pepperonis, rest in piss Garm. Shout out to chat.